Oh yeah. Guys, I think this is like a major stun lock. Guys, I'm actually almost scared of watching this, to be honest. I'll give it a shot. Chat, guys, you guys are just might just get promoted, to be honest. I'm telling you, just don't be a dumbass.
The Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for MrBeast brand. However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin by going over the drama before explaining exactly how this will impact the MrBeast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential southern gun and truck loving dude. Yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs I had to prove I was myself because I quote look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance?" Prompting replies such as "You went from man to boy."
Who cares what gender someone wants to be or is? You should worry more about your McDonald's shift tonight. You're almost late. Flip my burger and don't forget the mustard.
Yo, bar for bar. That's my whole flow. What the fuck is this? Yo, I'm gonna tax your dono, dude. I'm gonna start taxing if you can use my shit like that. That is fucking weird. Anyway, moving on. What is on this guy, man? Let's leave my line. Okay. Well, oh yeah. Well, guys. Always devil's advocate over here, okay? In its context here, I just see like passports and shit like that, and customs. Well, they have to do their job, and they're pretty thorough in customs. When I bleached my hair, I looked kind of a crackhead a little bit. Maybe I still do a little bit. Chat, I would get flagged decently often. Out of, I think, 6 trips, I got flagged twice, which is pretty crazy. So what they do is that whenever you're in line with your passport, they will like randomly check you, whatever the fuck, right? So they'll go up to you if you look nervous or something, or anything they do, and they give you a small like envelope, and they put your passport in it, and they put a code on it, like a letter or something like that, and then they know when you get to the customs, right? They know what to do, right? And because they look like a crackhead. Well, they double checked me my whole thing. It was pretty crazy, but just because I look crazy, just because they're very like thorough. So it is what it is. I mean, you know, you can't. I mean, I don't think you can blame the customs for that.
Passport. Do you see any resemblance? Prompting replies such as "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better." Yet his Twitter photos kept insinuating that Chris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his MrBeast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris's nails? Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating, "How did Chris go from this to this?" While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had.
Okay. Well, okay. Listen. If people are gonna try to push some arguments, okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Okay, this is objectively true. Okay, hey, Carl was ahead of the curve on that one. Okay, motherfucker. He was painting his nails and wearing goofy ass shit. Okay, from the get go. Okay, don't say I'm wrong. Okay, and I don't think people paid much of an eye to it, dude. It is what it is. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal at all. What?
As Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had even met. The true catalyst for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end. Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails.
Whoa.
As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be
classic this guy, Sunny dude, picking like the most deranged fucking comments and just fucking highlighting them, dude.
Taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make efforts to return to his former self, he'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this, before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand on this by stating, "Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies," which received a positive response from both Carl and MrBeast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so.
I personally don't know what that means. Guys, I'm decently educated about some of this stuff, not a lot of it. I mean, don't blame me. It's saving a life, as in what? As in what is the alternative that isn't? Guys, I'm on stream trying to educate myself by asking questions that are very normal, man. Okay, in that sense then. Okay. I get it. In that sense, it makes sense.
Gender-affirming healthcare in a first-world country is wild to me.
Yeah, I
Just
get it.
let people make informed decisions about their own.
In mental health realm, not in the in physical realm of consequences in that regard.
Bodies, which received a positive response from both Carl and MrBeast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. "There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times." Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids.
What is
Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him."
Yo, making weird ass conclusions about people raising their child is, guys, it doesn't matter chat who the fuck they are, okay? Whether it's single mom, single dad, single gay dad, single lesbian mom, I don't know what the fuck. Stop making these weird ass fucking conclusions and sort of narratives around people and them raising their child, okay? Just fuck off with that. It's so bad, dude. Okay, just stop it, dude. Okay, great parents. Okay, great parents are great parents regardless. Okay, and they will make a well-developed child that will be successful if they're good parents. They are very loving, heterosexual men and women that have fucked up children everywhere. Nobody blinks an eye yet. Holy fuck. Oh my. I don't know. I understand why people make such weird conclusions about parenting. I don't get it.
In a way, this was for Tucker. Chris's response received.
You're not a savior. You're not like saving the guy's kid. But yo, dude, we cannot let him raise his shit because it's gonna be. Yo, what? Shut up.
Some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life, as well as I adore that, I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria, yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone. Must have missed the point."
Bruh? What the fuck?
Have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone. Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're depriving him of a father figure? Although Chris wasn't altered by these comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty in a new post reading,
Because the attitude, bro, that's a mirror back on fucking society, not a mirror back on them. When will you realize, dude, that them saying, oh, dude, people are, everybody's fucked up, and we double down, and I'm being fucked up, I'm gonna fucked up, bro. That's a mirror back to you, brother. That's back to you, not back to these people. Like, why you're just offloading blame like a dumb fuck?
it's never too late to start being yourself, which received praise from MrBeast as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few
This is not true. The study is about having two parents, not about the sex of each parent. It's a wrong argument. Well, I think the whole thing is dog shit. We have extremely successful, fledged kids who had single straight mom, single straight dad. Who, dude, you're just being dumb. What are you on about? And it's not even anecdotal evidence. There's evidence across the board. Like, what the fuck?
few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. MrBeast responded to this with,
Oh, if you guys, my birthday, we're never your friends. Yes, man.
the simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would state, I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life. In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic.
Guys, I wish people understood, man. Guys, if somebody has image problems, okay, and dysphoria, whatever, and they're feeling fucking suicidal, okay, them ruining their life in their own perspective and life views, they're saving their own life. Like, that's just kind of how it is. And your take about this is fucking irrelevant, dude. When it's like you go at somebody, dude, and you're like, oh, dude, you're doing this to cope. Why don't you just fucking go to the hard and just fucking die instead? What is this mentality? It's just really, how's it a PR take? It's just, bro, like, your perspective, like, is fucking irrelevant when it comes down to somebody's own view of themselves, right? And their own perspective. It's irrelevant. And you're feeling you have to go out and say it like this, right? Because you think this is ruining his life. It's nobody asked about that shit, man.
Who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life. In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent livestream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Box.
What do you mean it needs to be said? What would you rather have? Somebody just dying and just be dead? Because they have mental problems from all this shit and they just kill themselves? You just say, well, guys, at least he was right and he was on our side. He died, but I mean, guys, he was on the right team, our team, Paul Champ. But what is this shit? Come on, man. Don't be like that, dude.
Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated...
He never said he was suicidal. Bro, he said at the beginning, life-saving stuff. Dysphoria, life-saving therapy. Yeah, I'm guessing that the mental fucking strain was pretty heavy from feeling certain ways, and that's to be considered. Like, what are we on about?
As usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind, MrBeast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Chat.
Hey, nice
guys,
shirt.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you guys say I'm glazing, dude. Okay, listen. These guys, most of these guys don't stream very often. Okay, and on stream, dude, it's just different. Okay, they've had a bunch of streams with a million awkward moments, and the moment that there's awkward moments with this person fucking transitioning, oh my god, it's gotta be because they transition. Oh my god, bro, these moments are because of him and what he did. What is all this guy? What did you do that? Look at that. What are these guns? What is that? What is that?
Dude, nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
For the most part, the live stream was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another 100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place? Perhaps the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current MrBeast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already—
Yo, I'm gonna give it a stack. Listen, guys, I don't want to be a cancel Andy, okay? But this fucking take from Sunny is absolutely unhinged. That shit is balls deep, piped up. I don't know what the fuck I just listened to, man. Like, bro, there are a million, explain? There is a million things that happen in people's private lives that change the nature of their content, behavior, and personality. So therefore, the content that they make, right? And that's just being a human. That's what that is. It's called human experience. And sometimes it shapes and goes through ways, but saying, oh guys, him being himself and doing the thing that he needs to do, well, that will affect the views and people are watching the videos, and it'll ruin the videos. His personality's gonna be different. Lol. It's just like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck is this shit?
already watching anyway, and if we've—
Bro, you say it did? You say it did? When there's 100 other things that affected the video quality and the video thing and the personality, right? Nobody points at any of the other things that haven't, except for that one. Because why? Because people won't be a bunch of bitches. What I mean, like what? Like human experience. What is wrong with you? Like, holy shit!
Learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority.
Yo, okay, I'll explain, dude. I've had experiences, dude, in my last 5 years, okay, that changed me drastically forever. It's fucked me over, right? And you know what? So be it. That's where things are going, and I don't give a fuck. It's just that's just how life goes. People say, "Yo, xQc, yo, dude, you clearly this friend doesn't hang out with you, and then it changed you, and it's weird, and now you're not as fun, and you're gonna get less views because of that, and because it's like, dude, bro." And I'm trying to listen to that shit right now, bro. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with you?
Though, as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up my
So
base
you're
if
a
I got
Keemstar?
it.
The problem is, this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating—
What is his position? Oh my god! I'm going to lose my mind. What is the position to be agreed or disagreed with? What? I'm not even triggered. Bro, that's like if one of your boys you make videos with comes out of nowhere and says, "Yo, dude, guys, I never told you guys, but listen, girls, nah, I'm actually gay, right?" And says that, and you're like, "Ooh, man, I know if I can go on camera and agree with your position, because like you're gay, and I don't know if I can agree with that position." What? How is that a position? What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for MrBeast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express—
Jimmy's trying to say something, he actually wants to cry. Oh man, bro, thank you, man. Thank you. Not only is this comment unhinged, it's fucking stupid as shit, Thank you, Sunny, for choosing this comment. Jimmy's trying to stay strong, but he wants to cry. Bro is like a fucking psychoanalyst, Andy. This guy sees through the pixels like nobody else. Brother. This guy will fix your life because he fucking watched a clip of you, man. Thank you, bro. What is this shit? I don't know.
Acceptance of Chris's transition, a silence or even worse, disapproval, would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting
Jimmy has fired people over the years like crazy and has completely ignored all the backlash and the comments. If he wanted to get rid of the problem because of the position, he would just fire him and never make videos with him again. And just literally ignore the comments and keep going. And what will people do? Yo, dude, we're canceling because you're not making videos with Chris anymore. What do you mean he can't? Of course he can. He absolutely, he absolutely can. What is on you? The fuck? It wouldn't get cancelled. You're an idiot. That's
Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer MrBeast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as
There'd be no backlash if he fired Chris. Are you that stupid? Comments about people, bro. If Chris's personality and his antics or what he does on stream doesn't garnish the same amount of view and success that he projects, and if it becomes a business problem, he will make a business decision, and it has nothing to do with his position or him or whatever the fuck do you guys want to say about it. Okay, that would be a business decision that's isolated based on the results, and that's it. That is the end of it. That's it. Boom, done. And whether people cried about it or not, they would be wrong. You are giving too much power to cancel culture. When we understand that you have no power when you are upset and you are wrong. If you were to go against a business decision and you are wrong, it doesn't matter how upset you are wrong. You are objectively wrong. So therefore, it's irrelevant. You have no power. You're useless.
Removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama. The Chris Tyson situation.
Bro, imagine somebody just being themselves, right? And going through life the way they want to, and then people calling it this shit drama. I can't, bro. I can't. Bro, it's like how's that drama, bro? I don't even know anymore, man. People are so fucking stupid. Bro, you're treating it as if he was getting arrested for DUI or doing fucking hardcore illegal drugs or being a criminal when he's doing none of that shit. He's doing whatever he thinks it needs to do for his own life and his own mindset and his own mental health. That's it. None of it is a crime or a problem. It's like problem because you make it, motherfucker. What is wrong with you, man? It's not that deep, bro. What is wrong with you, motherfucker, man?
With LeBron. Ever since Twitch chat picked up the word parasocial, they don't stop using it. My god.
Read the comments. Watching Jimmy smile doing that weird fan art joke didn't look like it was full of pain. Bro, just get a VOD of any other stream that they made, and it's awkward as shit. These guys aren't streamers, okay? Live content is a little bit different for them. Okay? It's not that they're bad. They just don't have a lot of experience.
Is crazy. The SunnyV2 was
that's how it is. Shit is awkward. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It is what it is. Mate, Chris is going through something that feels so strange that you think Jimmy would put a channel over his friend that he had over 3 years. The reason why this drama is happening, they don't think that people didn't expect to change that much. Okay, well, they're just a bunch of bitches. I don't know what to tell you. This is honestly such a cold way of looking at this, isn't it? The MrBeast buddies in childhood, I bet he cares if he takes a hit. Well, okay, well, this is just wrong. This guy's just wrong. Well, I mean, okay. Well, that is just wrong. Okay.
Today is the day Pace Man clueless aware.
What? Dude. I mean, how exactly? Because I'm sure if it was a big ass fucking problem and he became a fucking
Wow,
liability.
subbed 4 years, but because
He
I
will-
said Sunny had some points and you
He
didn't
will
get it, I
drop
get banned.
the cast
What a
member
snowflake
if
world.
it became to a big problem. They're building a fucking empire. These are industry fucking leaders. Okay, I'm being honest. I don't, guys. I played both sides today. I argued on one side, other side, right? I will go full deep on in Twitter blue hair science right now. Read it again. There, MrBeast blazing out. I doubt he cares if he takes a hit. He definitely does care, and if the hit is too big, he definitely will cut them off. And I wouldn't even be mad about that. Why? Because the level of a liability, you don't know how much it's gonna be until it actually gets there. And making things like, guys, this is a friend, I can't drop him. Bro, what if it becomes an absolute nightmare? You don't know what can happen. Don't make statements that you cannot get away from them. Man, they're building an empire. Idiots. Holy shit. Guys, if, okay, let's say, you know, we use the drug example. Let's say I made, my stream was with 3 friends my entire life, and one day, my friend starts getting fucked up on stream. He always looks high as fuck. And then he's bad, and then, at one point, he just starts doing cocaine on stream, and threatening us to getting banned. Well, you bet your ass, motherfucker, this guy's not gonna go on stream anymore. You bet your ass that they're never come on stream ever again. Because he's just threatening everything. To be a friend, yeah, I get it, but sometimes you have to do what you gotta do, man. This new SunnyV2 video feels like it's really invasive of all reasons. Well, it's not invasive at all. Okay, one thing is for sure, it's not. I don't think it's invasive.
What's the point of you ranting
what
at
did you
us
make-
if we get permabanned if we try to give you a valid point?
Valid points. Okay, I'll get your if you want to. Because I don't think it's invasive. These are things that are posted in public. Okay, I'll show you logs, bro. I mean, bro.
What if my racist audience doesn't like my black friend? Fired, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna unban you, but you're unhinged. You gotta stop. This is valid point and says gauge glazing giga chad take when the things are like really hateful. You gotta fucking chill the fuck out. Because it's an emote, guys, doesn't count. I'll give you a warning, motherfucker. You're gonna get from a I'll give
transgender pride, transgender pride.
You developed into the man and shit, just off-putting. Okay, but bro,
Hey,
these things are public though.
Trans man here, HRT
Chat.
saved my life.
Guys,
It has
invasive
helped
would
me
be
feel
like
like
going
myself
really
after
hard on like
19 years of
private
suffering.
data and shit like that,
It
and like
saves
pulling
lives.
things from like
Please,
weird
all we
ways.
want is to be
This is all
respected
public
and
shit.
left alone. Love
Well,
you,
this is all public.
xQc.
I don't think it's invasive.
Thank you for being based.
Yeah, this is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare. He's my fucking friend, and things are fine. Also, this doesn't piss me off. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just annoying. It's just weird.
So we get banned for disagreeing.
Bro, when will you understand that there's nothing to agree or disagree about? What is wrong with you? What is there to disagree? Oh, dude, somebody is transitioning. Oh my God! Well, I don't agree. Well, you're an idiot.
Speaking sense on this is so important and helpful. People need
What
to
the
realize
fuck?
that someone's gender identity is not their business and use the energy on issues
What's
that
fu-
are
what's-
actually
what's fucking-
screwing them over.
There's nothing to agree or disagree with. How did I fall off? What did I do?
Yo, this is X on the beat, yo. Okay.
My voice as well.
That ass. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy.